Hello. Look at this. Pimped it out. I just put a blanket over it. Hello everybody, my name is Brody, otherwise known as KnockoutWolf. It's been a little while since we've been sat here together. I'm especially happy now I've got my blanket just kind of cozying the place out a little bit, because I've been very tired recently. I don't know why, I slept for 10 hours. Why am I tired? But today I want to talk about something that I think we're all a bit guilty of, and I think we're all very aware of. It is that everybody's a critic, especially on the internet. However, there's your good critics, like, let's say GamerRanks is a pretty good example. They sum up the good, the bad, they put it together, and they're like, it's good. I think IGN used to do that, but now I think Ubisoft could literally shit in a bathtub and it'd give it a 7 out of 10. But then there's the other 95% of people who, as long as they have an account on a website, are free to leave public reviews on games, albums, any product on Amazon or iTunes or the Xbox store or fucking anything. And although some of these really fucking stupid reviews have allowed just fantastic Twitter accounts like the Amazon Reviews Twitter account to exist, one of the problems is some of these people leave reviews on things which might not actually have many reviews yet, and so the person who's selling the item or the product or anything like that, it just gets a bad name from one person being stupid. Let's talk hypotheticals now. Let's just say somebody buys something off eBay. We'll say perhaps a poster. Yeah, a poster, you know, you get one of the poster tubes. In fact, somebody actually paid first-class postage for this. Let's just say this person's new to eBay, and so they've only sold 3 things on it. And you know that on eBay, rating is very important. If somebody sees you with like a 78% rating, they're probably not going to order off you because you've probably done some sketchy shit. Let's just say this person's got their 3 5-star reviews because they're a pretty stellar guy. They're very trustworthy. They send as quick as they can. Good old products. Well, somebody orders a poster off them and pays first-class shipping because they want it in the poster tube and they don't want any little creases on it or anything like that. And let's just say our hypothetical eBay user is called Robert Shaw Jr. 84. So Robert Shaw Jr. 84. He sees that this is sold straight away. He wraps it up very carefully, so it's nice and pristine. He really slowly and carefully just starts putting it into the post tube. Just really. So he's got his very nicely and secured tight package, and he's about to send it off in first-class postage to the mystery winner of the poster. So then Royal Mail get their hands on it and do what they do best. Fuck you, Robert Shaw, 98. And you know, it's probably not the Royal Mail or FedEx's fault or UPS's fault or anyone like that. It just shit happens. Shit happens, you know. And so Mr. 1-star reviewer, he gets his poster and he notices a little tiny dent in the poster tube. And the tube has a little sticker on saying, "We're very sorry, but your item has been damaged in transit. I'm very sorry, please, if you have any complaints, please complain on this link here, please." And oh boy, Mr. 1-star reviewer, he reads this little sticker from the Royal Mail, and he's not angry at the Royal Mail. Oh boy, no. Oh boy, Mr. Robert Shaw, fuck, what was his name again? Our hypothetical eBay user, oh boy. Oh, he's typing away. He's typing away. He logs onto his laptop in the morning. Ooh. Oh, would you look at that? I've got a notification. He checks out his reviews, and oh boy, he's got a 1-star review. Oh no, I wonder what could be the problem. Oh boy, what a surprise! It was damaged by the Royal Mail in transit and has nothing to do with the eBay user. And now he only has a 75% rating, and nobody wants to buy shit off him. Thank you, Kirk. Are we still doing that? You still doing that? So I decided today to dive into the world of the internet, where everybody's a critic, and some of those critics, they're just fucking they're just really fucking dumb. So we're gonna start with a new platformer game from Playtonic, Yooka-Laylee, made by the people behind Banjo-Kazooie. And as you can see up here, it's got 3.9 out of 5 stars from 11 customers. And oh, what's this? We got what a jump! There's 8 5-star reviews, but 3 1. Oh boy, I think we hit a gold mine. So as Amazon like to do, and a lot of websites like to do, they like to pick the top voted positive review, and they like to pick the top voted critical review. So you see the positive review here. There you go, 5 stars. Classic 3D platform with a fresh coat of paint. Pretty much sums it up. We're gonna look at the top critical review here. Voted for by other people, by the way. Just putting that one out there. 1 star. What a waste of £25. Oh boy, I wonder why it's a waste of £25. Let's have a look at what they had to say. Awful game. What a waste of What a waste of £25. Frowny face. Thank you Amazon. Thank you Amazon members for voting that the most helpful critical review. Thank you very much. So we got here, waste of money. Now this one seems a little bit more fleshed out. Let's have a read. I bought this game hoping it would be a lot like older platforms in which I love. Wow, this is sounding very intellectual. I'm liking it. I'm gonna have to read it with a stereotypical intellectual voice. But it is nothing like them at all. The camera is quite literally the worst thing ever and makes it nearly impossible to play. There is no voice acting, just weird noises. If you buy this game, then you're really asking to get screwed over. I just want to say, I think it was very common knowledge, and just by looking at the game, this game was made from the people behind Banjo-Kazooie, and if you bought this game hoping it would be a lot like older platforms, in which he loved, of course, in which he loved, you're probably pretty accustomed already to Banjo-Kazooie, where all the voices are here, gah. He says the camera is quite literally, and I don't like saying that word anymore, because fucking Leafy is here exists. It's the worst thing ever, apparently. Makes it near impossible to play. I don't know. I played a good, probably a good half of the game by now. I put, you know, about 15 hours into the game. And out of those 15 hours, I think there's probably been a total of 5 minutes game time where the camera has been slightly awkward. And if he did actually love old platformers, he would know that probably one of the worst thing about platformers is the fucking camera angles. How are people not notice? You know, I think these things kind of down to personal preference and your own personal playing experience and how it's gone. And so, you know, I'm gonna leave them. I'm not gonna bash that guy too hard. But I decided to go on to I don't really know how I got here actually. It's the Moshi Monsters Monslings theme park for Nintendo DS. Don't ask. I've never played it. Oh, it's by the Gods Activision. It's got to be stellar. There's no 1-star reviews here. So as you can see, a very healthy 4.6 out of 5 stars by 235 people. That's pretty decent. But oh look, we got a few 1-star reviews here. Once again, let's have a look. The top positive review. Great game. Thumbs up. Smash that like button. Can we get 2? Can we get 2 likes? They said, great price too. Doesn't matter if it's used. There you go. People might be thinking, but should I buy it if it's used? Do I have to buy a new version? No, it doesn't. She still created a new profile. She started from the beginning. This is fantastic stuff. Would definitely recommend. Apparently people are still buying Moshi Monsters games for Nintendo DS in February 2017. It's none of my business, really. However, it's not the 1-star reviews I want to look at for this, because I had a quick read of them, and most of them are saying that the game cartridge didn't actually come in a packaging, which was slightly disappointing. I can imagine that was pretty sad for the kids when it arrived on Christmas Day. They opened it up. There's nothing in it, because of course the parents don't want to open up their own Christmas present. So we're going to have a look at the top critical review, which is 3 stars. This again, the top critical review. 3 stars, everybody. Not for me, was a gift. Miss J.E. Brooks. Thank you very much, Miss J.E. Brooks. Oh my god, somebody get like some kind of national award or something. Fuck. If you haven't got one yet, I swear to god if you haven't got one yet. I also decided to have a quick look at music. We got the Front Bottoms Back on Top album here. Now, out of all the Front Bottoms albums, this one was a little bit hit or miss with fans, although I personally love it. I know a lot of fans who do. It was a bit hit or miss, so I was expecting, you know, a couple of reviews like, this sucks, nothing like... We got one 1-star review here. A gift to someone else. Mr. A.R. Gross. What is it with fucking Miss J.E. Brooks and Mr. A.R. Gross? Can we introduce them to each other? Can we introduce them to each other to someone? One person found this helpful. A gift to someone else. 1 star. one person found us helpful. Okay, so we got Dead Rising 4 here. In fact, this idea kind of spawned a little bit by reading some of the fucking awful reviews left on Xbox Games. Just I don't know who gives these people this technology to leave reviews on it. It's just mind-blowing. However, Dead Rising 4, it's kind of like a game that's very hit or miss. They got a new voice actor for the returning character. They changed a lot of things which people were expecting. They got rid of stuff that they promised from the start. Well, there was a lot of kind of issues around it. It plays a bit sometimes. You know, it's an alright game. If I was being critical, I'd give it like 3 stars, but because I'm such a fucking Dead Rising fanboy, I play it anyway, I like it. But as is very common knowledge with games these days, a season pass, for some reason, just exists with everything. There is no end to how blunt these companies are anymore. It's like, here's the game, here's the full game. Oh, by the way, we haven't given you everything. We want to give you've got to buy a season pass, because inevitably we're gonna feed you more shit that you're gonna have to buy from us, so, season pass? You know, just for later. If you don't know what a season pass is, it's just like one price for all the DLC which is going to come out. So if you buy the DLC separately, it'll be more expensive than the season pass. I guess, like by like £5. It's stupid. So first of all, I just want to say a 3-star review here on the season pass. By the way, not the actual game. This is on the season pass. It's an okay game, but it gets repetitive after a few minutes. That's about It's about the season pass, which unlocks DLC. The season pass isn't playable. But this is the real 3-star review, which just phenomenal, just phenomenal. I liked the campaign and I completed it, but I buyed the season pass. He buyed the season pass. If you missed that, like, he didn't buy it. He hadn't bought it. I buyed the season pass, which was £15.99. And then don't know how to start it up? Unnecessary question mark? I just want to say, it says 1 out of 11 people on the Xbox store, but only 1 person found this helpful to make the review look a little bit better on the website. So although it says in the description that this is so you can download DLC as it's released, they bought it thinking you played a season pass. Just want to showcase this one quickly as well. On the day of release, yeah, a 1-star review called Why. It is a good game. Found helpful by 12 out of 62 people. It looks like he was the first person to review this game on the day it came out, so it instantly had a 1-star review by someone saying it was a good game, who obviously didn't mean to leave a 1-star You know what? I've just spent way too long looking at other shit. This was the one thing which I want to look at primarily is actually SpongeBob SquarePants, because IMDb users, they just don't really know how to review things. If they like it slightly, they slap a 10-star on it. Slap a 10-star on it. If they don't like it at all, they're 100% not resilient to give it a 1 out of 10 stars. SpongeBob, 8.1 out of 10 by 62,000 reviewers. Holy shit. I just want to point out on the cast summary, it says that Tom Kenny voiced Gary before it even says SpongeBob. Like, SpongeBob is somewhere in the ... Like, now, I'm not really 100% sure why I'm spending my time on this. I was at my girlfriend's house. We'd finished watching a film on Netflix. She went to go get food. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna watch SpongeBob. It's here. Why not? It's here. Look at this. Look at this. Some memories coming back here. Some classic episodes. The Secret Box / Band Geeks has got a big 9.7 out of 10. Oh, we got the old Krusty Krab training video, 9.5 stars. These are some classic episodes which will go down in history. However, we're gonna go over to season 6, I think it was. I just want to point out that there's a little category here by a user called Shows I Avoid. It never ends. It never ends. So these are the best rated episodes here. As you can see, unsurprisingly, a lot of season 1, 2, 3 stuff. There's actually a season 10 episode snuck in there. What the hell? 10? Oh, I was going to say it's a season 10 episode. It was rated by 33 people as opposed to 300. But after a bit of research on my phone, I noticed that ratings were at an all-time low for SpongeBob. It's season 6. Now, cast your eyes to the Splinter. Now, I don't know if you were still around at this point, 2008. I was probably still watching SpongeBob. I for sure remember this episode. Look at this. 4.5 out of 10? 4.5... Surely it can't be that bad. So let's have a look at some of the reviews. Disney... No, get rid of this fucking... What is going on? As you can see, the majority are voting this a 1 star. We're going to click on the 4 user reviews here and find out why... Everybody's voting this a 1 out of 10 stars. A 1 star unwatchable. First of all, the Splinter, while disgusting, at least I could sit through it. Slide Whistle Stooges, on the other hand, was unwatchable. Literally unwatchable, guys. It's an episode about SpongeBob and Patrick annoying Squidward. Of course, it also means annoying the audience. Of course. Why did I not think that? Why did I not think? This concept worked in Bubble Stand because there were short periods of BF hammering in the beginning of the episode. This is just shrill, grating noises of slide whistles for the entire episode. This is just shrill, grating noises of slide whistles throughout the entire episode. Squidward goes insane and rides the truck off a cliff. He ends up in hospital with a slide whistle in his throat. Meanwhile, SpongeBob and Patrick are going around a hospital playing their slide whistles in front of sick and dying, and everybody starts laughing like it's the most hilarious thing in the world. If I were an ER and about to die, I would not want two idiots playing their annoying slide whistles in my face to be the last thing I experience. I never want to experience that. That's why I gave up halfway through the episode and looked up the rest of the plot on the internet. I've got a few things to say about this one. For starters, this person definitely doesn't sound like, or doesn't type like, they're in the demographic for SpongeBob. In fact, they sound like they're at least my age typing this out. This is actually a pretty well-constructed review. Oh my god. So first of all, this guy, he must be quite acquainted to SpongeBob to be this far into the series and care enough to leave a review. And you'd think at this point he would kind of understand that a concept of SpongeBob for some of the episodes is the SpongeBob and Patrick, they're immature, and Squidward is a grouch, and they like to piss off Squidward because they like to get a reaction out of him. Or maybe Squidward just gets pissed off at them because they're having fun and he's a grouch. It all works in a circle, dude. It all works in a circle. I think that kind of thing is implemented into the episodes to entertain the demographic of SpongeBob. So let's say 8-year-olds, a lot of 8-year-olds like SpongeBob. Not fucking 18 to 20-year-olds, which I'm assuming this guy is. He could be older. I don't know, maybe he's a well-educated 14-year-old. It doesn't fucking matter. He's complaining about a SpongeBob episode. He's also complaining about how unrealistic it is that all the people in the ER start laughing at the slide whistles instead of being pissed off. Because SpongeBob is the most realistic of shows on TV. He also couldn't watch the rest of the episode and looked at the plot online. I'm not sure if he's aware the SpongeBob episodes are like 8 minutes long. Am I not wrong that each episode's like 8 to 10 minutes long and they're like back to back in like one package? Am I not wrong there? The Splinter is very gross and disgusting, and it should never be on the air again. I mean, who wants to see a huge pussy wound from a Splinter? Nobody, that's who. So what I recall from the episode is the SpongeBob or Squidward or someone, they have a Splinter, and they just do that thing that SpongeBob does when they have like a couple realistic looking frames thrown in there. Just for comedic effect, it works pretty well in SpongeBob. And it's just a Splinter, and it looks gross. However, this guy's comparing it to Happy Tree Friends, where eyes are gouged out, veins are tied, and spikes are for people, and this one guy chews his leg off, and it turns out to be the wrong leg. And it's blood draining out of people. Colts go through intestines. Enough of SpongeBob, because I wanted to end this video with an iTunes review. Now, I don't think many people actually review on iTunes. In fact, Hot Wetsuit, the podcast, only actually had 13 reviews in the entirety of its life cycle, which is really odd considering how many people have subscribed to it and listened to it on YouTube and things. So I decided to come over to the Ricky Gervais podcast, which was one I used to listen to quite a lot, and it was actually so popular, it got turned into a TV show. 1 star from Moneyballs 2 in 2006. So this is 11 years ago. Damn, dude. Fucking stupid people leaving reviews isn't a new thing. It's been going on for a good 11 or so years. So this guy comes all the way to the Ricky Gervais podcast, which in fact has Ricky Gervais in the title, Ricky Gervais in the picture, downloads the podcast, listens to it, fully well knowing that Ricky Gervais is going to be in it, and decides to leave a review. 1 star. I don't see how this podcast is even funny. I personally can't stand Ricky Gervais. The others are funny, but Ricky just ruins it. You clicked on, you searched for, or you clicked on the Ricky Gervais podcast, which has Ricky Gervais in the title, Ricky Gervais in the picture, 100% got Ricky Gervais in the... You know, so far on my channel, it's not been often that I've used an end card for my videos, but I don't know how to end this. I'm just gonna use one. Just like the video. Just like the video.